All right. Hello everyone. Imeji here. Today I'll be playing like two or three, two or three RPG Maker. I'm not sure anyway because depending on how long the other game is, and I might end like the other one is supposed like the last one I'll be tapping probably like is 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes 1 hour. But yeah, I'm going to throw you into like a kind of like roller coaster here, so there will be a variety of things. Two of them are have like scary or suspense stuff, I would still say, while the other one is like more relaxing. That's our finale of the trio. So our first game is false dichotomy, which is about like a person dealing their other side, the coin, their self coin's other side, I guess, or something like that. It's basically dealing the two sides of the coin, but it's just basically the same person. One is weak and one is strong. Without further ado, I'll play the game. One thing I'm playing this on DC RPG, so yeah. Let's start the game. Jesus Christ, that is so loud. That is still so loud. This game contains scenes that may deserve some viewers. Okay. I guess that's a warning enough, but I might still need to like post because I know there's content warning. My name's Acme. Also, there's a possibility that there will be a update later with other endings. For now, there's only one ending of this. So I might possibly come back on this game. My name's Acme. For the longest time, I've always hated myself. I've always wanted to die. Relatable. Very relatable. Okay. Uh, but deep down, there's still a part of me that rejected that. I wanted to live. Let me check first. Okay. My skate is disabled. I'm sorry for a little break. Fortunately, every time, if I'm playing it on easy RPG, it stops as well. So if I play it directly on game, it doesn't stop. So yeah. But deep down, there's still a part of me that rejected that. It wanted to live. Relatable. It wanted to see me live. And so we were split into two. On one hand, there's me, the cowardly and pathetic one. On the other hand, there's them, the confident and resolved one. They follow me around like a ghost. No one else can see them but me. They're the positive voice that was in my head personified, okay? Overall, they encourage me to keep moving forwards, and I've been happier because of it. Yeah. But this is just a facade. I will never ever get better. I've only been telling them that I'm doing fine. I see. They're the strong version, and I'm the weak one after all. It's in our nature to be this way. So I've decided I'm going to dispel myself. I'll purge myself from existence, and it will be the new and sole controller of this body. This is for the best. There's no worth in someone like me inhabiting this body anymore. So I plan out a ritual to get rid of myself. A very familiar plot writing. The instructions are as follows. One, set down salt on the bed on my bedroom door. This prevents them from entering and trying to stop me. Have a piece of clothing on me to ground them to my body in the material world. Turn up the lights in the bedroom. Use shock to draw the dispelling circle. Circle, sure. Walk into the circle and close my eyes. It's straightforward enough. I have the instructions in my pocket just in case. My pocket in case I forget. Hey, scoot over a bit. So, why did you suddenly turn into the thinker? The statue? The statue that Larry Butts used? Oh, it's nothing, huh? I just found a cool ritual I wanted to try today. Ooh, a ritual. Sounds fun. Now, once you set it up, then I guess. Well, let's get to it. I'll need to find some chalk and salt first. But it wouldn't hurt to mess around a bit with them before I'm gone for good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That is still so loud. Holy crap. And what was it? F1? Jesus. That is still so loud. I'm gonna set it to 35. Is that loud enough? It is still loud. What the frick? Jesus, it's blasting my ears. Okay. Later I need to like increase the volume. Just gonna decrease the volume here. Maybe I could do this. Okay, that's at least enough. Alright. We have a run button, we don't have a run button. Don't run me through and crash again, please. Again. Don't act like that's a normal occurrence, because it isn't. So we're just gonna ignore yesterday then, I see. That's so different. That's so different. I just lost a cool magazine and I was seeing if I accidentally threw it out. Whatever you say. There's really nothing of value in here. Okay. I mean I'll still save around in case I need. What's the point in keeping this box TV around? I know you have the money for a better one. It's for the aesthetics. There's something about the CRT screen that's really amazing, you know. True. Like playing retro games. Maybe it is time for a new one. You know, out with the old and in with the new type of deal. Haha. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So where are we browsing today? Let's see. Bandcamp, illegal MP3 downloaders. The usual, I guess. Livewire, I guess, or uTorrent. I mean BitTorrent at this point is better. The usual, I guess. Whoa, what's this? X-Hams. The stuff's looking. Okay, so prawn reference, I guess. And no more picking. You didn't happen to buy any cool frilly dresses? Well, I wasn't looking, did you? No. Just so you know, you should be happy I gave you that skirt you're wearing right now. It's still strange to see myself wearing one. Nope, not enough. Sorry. So demanding. Okay then. Hypothetically, what would you want clothing-wise? Let's see. A pretty black dress, killer skirt, some tights, more band t-shirts, cigarettes, and more vinyl. So kind of like a punk goth or something. Ah, dude, I was trying to be nice. Some of those aren't even clothing. Yeah. And I'm not trying to get lung cancer anytime soon. They'll be able to buy all the clothes they want after I'm gone. If you go back to sleep, I'm skinning you alive. What? Yeah, let's go back to sleep, you know. Let's not do any of this. Something will absolutely go wrong. I don't think we should be able to do that. Or maybe there is actually an extra space here, which is neat. Okay. I think we have done everything on this one, so I'm just gonna save still. What do we need again? Red Rock Band t-shirt. Has a cauliflower with the words corn under it. Underwear. If you take this off, you are perfect. I don't know why you can do that though. Okay, well, it's a personality. That's why there's no equipment. On the drawer is a picture of me and my friend Kaitaro. It was taken when we went to a concert together. He doesn't particularly like music like I do, but it tagged along anyways. It's a memory I hold very dear to me. This is still the best photo of you guys ever. You guys look so high. Like, I can't believe you guys. You guys got so excited over that shiny band. Whoa. Shiny. You've literally sung along to some of their stuff. Yeah. Only the songs of their first two albums. The rest of their discogs suck ours. Okay. I can't believe the other version of me is one of them. I mean, they have at least three good albums after their first two. Okay, same thing. It's the public upstairs bookshelf. I don't particularly read a lot, so most of these are Kaitaros. I think recently he's been reading a book called Problems of Philosophy by some guy named Bertrand Russell. Interesting. Very interesting. He's trying to explain some concepts of it to me a matter of times, but it always goes over my head. Just looking at all these books makes me want to blow my brains out. How do you put up with his long ass spells? Well, I said there. Every time he opens his mouth, I just instantly fall asleep. Aren't you supposed to be the best possible version of me? Stop being such a negative Nancy. Look, kiddo. I'm supposed to be a more confident version of you, not the politest version. Capiche? Look, I can confidently say his ramblings are boring as hell. See? Him talk about something he likes is a lot of fun of itself. God, I stumble a lot. I don't need to be interested in the subject. Ew, I don't want to hear something so sappy come out of my mouth. Cut it out. I wonder if Kai will notice. Kai will notice once I'm done. You know, it's funny the character's name. Like the other person is also named. That one other person is named Kai as well. Considering of like a playthrough I watched it. Looking good. Not too shabby if I say so myself. But then again, you are me, so of course you look good. I've never been confident with the way I look, so I appreciate how they don't tease me. They don't tease me on that. Just some plans, nothing of interesting. Okay, here I think. Come on, there has to be something. Ooh, I know. Let's take a bath together. No. I don't ever want to experience that. Stop bringing it up. Come on. Just think of it as an act of self-love. What? You don't like the look of your own body? It's not just that. Being in a bathtub with another me is just weird, man. Usually I just force them out of the bathroom when I need to bathe. The trash can seems to be empty. Of course. What else is there gonna be? Don't need to right now. So we're finding things. This is my best friend, Kaitaro's room. Kaitaro's room. We both have our problems, but we keep each other grounded in reality. He's out right now, and I don't feel like going in without his permission. Go in and steal all his stuff. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I borrowed something, but no. Seriously, I don't want to barge in without his permission. Okay. Alright. Once I go downstairs, I'll have to start looking for the ritual materials. Maybe I should talk to Aki a bit. Go ahead downstairs, okay. Then I have to save now. Alright. Yeah, I already did anyway, so So I know it's kind of late to be asking this, but what's this ritual even for? It's to end the world on July the 20th. People love. Don't look at me like that. If you're gonna lie, at least make up a believable one. Whatever, I won't pry, I guess. So then, what do you need for this ritual? Salt, chalk, and a piece of your clothing, apparently. Wow, if you like me that much, you could have just told me. So what it would be? My underwear, stockings, or my skirt? Stop, stop, stop race to the floor, I guess. Just give me your damn undershirt, you freak. Boring. So chilly. Obtainaki's gray undershirt. Okay, that's that out of the way. So the chalk should be in the storage room, and the salt in the kitchen drawers, or in one of the cabinets. Aki's undershirt. Need to bound the altar to reality. Inside the fridge are some leftovers from last night. Looking around, I notice a plate of pasta with a sticky note under it that says "For Aki, guy." Okay. The dude made you food before I left. You better eat it. You haven't ate since yesterday morning. You haven't ate since yesterday morning. I can eat after I complete the ritual. How about this? If you don't take care of yourself and eat right now, I'll freaking eviscerate you and feed your underweight corpse to Kaitaro. Okay, jeez, I'll eat. There, happy? See how it isn't really that hard to put food in your mouth. Jesus. It's just leftovers. It's leftovers, okay. Remember that time you tried to cook and almost burnt the house down? Haha, yeah. Guy got so pissed. Okay, nothing I need here. I checked the cabinet then. There's a metal vault in here. On the side, there's a label that says, if you want seasoning, you have to find the code, guy, with smiley face. Haha. What the hell? He has way too much time on his hands. Agreed. What kind of sick freak locks seasoning in a vault? Well, better get searching for that code, buddy. What's the code? The lock doesn't budge, okay. Well, probably in the trash. Just a few food scraps, nothing special. Alright, never mind. Nothing else here. It's just my coat. Inside the boxes is the e-drum kit I ordered a few weeks ago. Aki really wanted me to pick up a creative hobby, and I like rock a lot. Ooh, finally decided you wanted to start drumming. Oh, we see you can do it. Haha, yeah. It's for you to play though, not for me. Interesting. I hope they like it. I got them the best one I could find. Leaving the house is not an option right now. Thankfully, there's a fast forward here, so again, about like 80 RPG, so that's nice. Sometimes Kaitaro will call the home phone to check up on me. Really, we care more about each other than we do ourselves, haha. Okay. I check inside the cabinet, sure, but nothing I need. Alright. I should grab the salt that's somewhere here before heading to the storage room. Okay. What's that called? Just leftovers? Leftovers. It is spooky. I sit on the logs under the tree to take a little rest. Aki sits next to me. And don't you find the night out here beautiful? You can see the stars so clearly. Our house is in a perfect spot. We live right to the we live right next to the city, but have the peace of the countryside. I feel like you take this stuff for granted. Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I do take it for granted. Me and Kai really scored when we got this place. As I scan my surroundings, I notice a piece of paper lodged under the logs. Written on it are the numbers 2407. Huh, neat. Nice. There's a few koi in the pond. Me and Kai keep them as a hobby. Alright, time to get inputting. Putting it in here. The load. 4 24/7. There we go. The salt's there among the rest of the spices and seasonings. Obtain salt. Well, now you just need a chalk, right? Yeah. And the one step closer to salvation. Salt for protection purposes in case alter intervenes. Alright. Let's just still save anyways. I know it may be pointless, but sometimes, things can happen. This box here has some classic literature and textbooks. It belongs to Gaitaro. It's an open box here, has some cute clothing Aki wanted, but I'm keeping it a secret from them until I'm gone. Interesting. There's a few letters and paper in the trash. Yo, remember that one time you gave your crush a letter to meet you behind the school and was out last second and stood them up? I hate you. Teehee? There's nothing noteworthy in here. Just a few board games. Nothing of interest. There's some basketball playing on the TV. LJMS versus Crown. Never heard of these teams before. Maybe I should turn the TV off. Nah, it's okay. Makes for a good white noise. Kaitaro's paying the electricity bills anyways. Okay, I should definitely turn it off. It's just a living room TV. Nice couch. Just a few word games and snacks. Nothing of interest. It's locked. Why is the door room locked? Maybe Kaitaro lock it and hid the key for fun or something. Like the weirdo he is. Let's go look for it. It's locked, okay. Probably here. Nothing noteworthy about the couch. Living room TV. Thing of interest. Thing I need. Nothing I need in here. Got everything I needed here. Which got nothing special, just leftovers. Probably something else here though. I don't think anything I need is in Kai's room. Just books, nothing I need. Nothing I need is here. Maybe in the plants. I think. Really? Okay, I can walk through that plant. Into the mirror. No need to right now. I look inside and on a closer inspection I spot the storage room key. Obtain the storage room door key. Yuck, why is it here? Maybe he was using it as a butt plug or something. Gross. I'm gonna wash my hands and the key. Unlock the storage room door. Really? You're not gonna wash them? Well, I guess they wash. Alright. Let's go. There's nothing in here. There's a few clothes on the rack. I look around, but there's nothing. There's nothing I need. All right. This nothing. All right. There's some books on the ground, but nothing I need inside. Some dumbbells. I can convince to start working out. Convince you to start working out. Remember, it's arm day for you tomorrow. No, it's arm day for you tomorrow. Okay, there's a typo there. Probably they have updated this already. I forgot to like re-download this again if there was an update. Some of guys' clothes. I don't want to look at myself right now. Nothing I need nothing I need in here. Nothing else here, I guess. Here. I look inside the drawer and spot some chalk amongst the dust. Nothing chalk. Well, this is it. People that question mark. Thanks for everything, Aki. Use to draw to draw the magic circle. I'm gonna take your first. If there's any extra dialogue while we go out. Alright. Ready for salvation. Okay. Yes. I mean, there's nothing else to talk now. Well, here it goes. I poured the salt in front of the door. I'm gonna head inside to start the ritual. Could you stay out here for a second? I mean, sure. But why don't you want me to watch? Sorry. I rush inside without saying another word. What the hell? Why can't I walk through the door? I quickly draw the ritual circle in the middle of the room and turn off the lights. I've decided that there's no need for me to exist anymore. We would be better off if it were just you in this body. So goodbye. Thank you for everything. I walked towards the circle, but I suddenly heard footsteps from behind. I glanced back and behind me was the most furious I've ever seen acting in my life. I am not letting this happen. With a hand on my shoulder, Aki was stopping me from taking another step forward. How the hell did he get through the salt barrier? I looked at the salt I placed only to find it scattered and kicked around. Did he really think a weak-ass barrier like that would stop me? You've come too far to throw it all away. Don't be an idiot. Let go of me. I turned around and shoved him away with all the strength I could possibly muster. You could never understand. Never in 100, 1,000, or a billion years could you understand how it feels. I walked towards the circle, but turned back to face the me on the ground. Live a good life, one that I could never live. Oh, and take care of Kai for me. Thank you for everything. Stop. Wait. With my eyes closed, I walk inside the circle and... Well, that's how it goes. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. Why couldn't you tell me how you feel? Why did you bottle it all up inside, away from even me? But I guess really, I'm the stupid one here. I couldn't even save myself. I just don't understand. You were on the right track. Was it something I did? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry it came to this. So, I'll fulfill your wish. I'll live a good life. I'll become the ideal Aki you wanted to be. I never thought you could become. I'll become the best Aki for the both of us. So I hope you're watching me. Take it easy, wherever you are. Thank you, and goodbye forever. So that's it for False Dichotomy. Uh, Pretty solid and straightforward game. Basically, we do like the very sensual ritual stuff of like, yeah, remove the weak one, or like, basically that. Of course, it's still like, not much you can do. Oh, hey, music choice as well is like pretty good. And all I can say, this style of, all I can say reminds me of like Challenge games. That's basically one thing I would say about it. I mean, of course, like most of them are RPG Maker 2K. I think later are no longer that anyway, or like even just like custom engines as far as I remember. But I think that might be one of their inspirations of making this game anyway. There might be a revisit of this game in the future if there will be an update. For the meantime, that's it for our first game. So I'll be right up. I'll be right back and wrap up for the next game. So stay tuned and be right back. Here we go. All right. Our next game for today is Fruitcake by the Fire Pair with Eye. Fruitcake by the Fire by PEARwithEYES. That's a developer there. I don't think so. Don't mix up the title. Okay. Which is about like you had a little car accident where just like the tire of the car is popping, suddenly pop, and you have no choice but to like follow some mysterious stranger and may have fruitcake involved. So let's start the game immediately. I think let me check the volume. Yeah. Let's start the game immediately. I hope you check the warnings. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's so loud. Ring ring. I think that's yours. Click. Moshi mosh. Hello. Hey, sweetie. Oh, hi, Mom. How are you? I'm doing just fine. Can't wait to see my little girl home for Christmas again. Mom. So how are you guys doing? Jenna? Oh, me and David are doing just fine. Hello? But yeah, nothing much except open road here. Yeah? Yeah. Well, we'll see you soon. I can't wait. I really owe it to you. Yeah, why's that? I know coming back home hasn't been easy for you. Not since... him. What? Triple nuts. Mom. Triple nuts. Sorry I brought that up. Triple nuts. Triple nuts. Well, I better let you go. Don't want to take up too much of your time. Okay. Bye, mom. Bye, honey. Click. That's a door click. Triple lot. Triple lot. Ellipsis. You okay? Yeah. Yeah, it's just... He seems to be always in my life. No matter what I do, what I say, he's always watching me. When I'm with you, when I'm not, when I'm asleep, when I'm awake, when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm down. Don't let him hold on to you like that. I am here with you, okay? I'll do my part of protecting you. But you have to do yours too. So my ears hurt again. Don't give him that power. Don't give him that power. Agree? Yeah, I guess. Still though, I can't ever shake that feeling. Okay, that's the encounter sound as the tire pumping. I mean, that's good enough. Triple lots. Well, what happened? There are nails in the tires. Oh, what? Yeah, it looks like they were placed on purpose. I really shouldn't driven us down here. Hey, could you go get your phone? Yeah, hold on a second. Okay, it should be here somewhere. Huh? My phone's not here. Maybe I left it somewhere else. Okay, something's happening. Hello there, you look lost, don't you? Okay. Help, David. Wait, what? Get away from her. Okay, we're having a little stop motion here. Hey man, what is your problem? I could be saying the same thing of you. I was just trying to be a good Samaritan, and then you punched me. Guys, let's stop fighting. It's cold and our car isn't functional. Well, my house is open. And it has better heating than here. Well, okay, I guess. Do you have a working phone? Sure do. Okay then, that looks like a bait. Man, could this place be any smaller? It ain't much, but when your job only happens once a year, you can barely make ends meet. Please take a seat. So, what is your job? I make the lights that go on the Christmas tree downtown. Okay. Oh. I thought they used candles for that. Keeping all traditions is the whole point of treeing. They change it. Fire hazard and such. I was really hoping to see that. Yeah, you guys say you were from here. We didn't. We haven't been here since a couple of years ago. I see. Well, you guys better get some rest. I'm sure you are very tired. Good night. My back hurts. Something is poking at it. My phone? What's that? My phone? It's in the couch cushions. Oh. Oh. Try calling your mom. There's no signal. Figures. Well, it's good that you found it. Yeah. Now that that's solved, we can rest easier. Good night. Night. Good morning, David. Triple Nuts. David. Anybody? Huh? The house is completely empty. No tracer of David or... I never learned his name, did I? Maybe I should make some coffee. But it would be rude to go through someone's stuff when they aren't around. Can I save? There's no save here. Unfortunately, I have to replay the whole thing again if I need to. Let's get some coffee. Why not? Yeah, I am quite tired. Now, where would that coffee be? Aha! Now to find a grinder. Okay, well, let's... The light is shining so majestically from the window. Wait. Is that... David and the other guy? It's nice to see them getting along. Wait a minute. Is that... blood? Oh no. Triple nuts. Oh my god. No. No. Not David. No. This isn't real. Please no. No. Triple nuts. He sees me. I have to hide. Take knife. Sure. Found you. Okay, I'm not gonna scream again. Triple nuts. David. What has he done? What has he done to you? Triple nuts. Ring. Hello? Hey, sweetie. Mom? That's me. Just coming to check on you. I tried calling earlier, but nobody picked up. Funny, isn't it? Yeah, funny. Hey, honey. Yeah? I just wanted to say I'm sorry for bringing up Samuel. I know that it's a touchy subject with you. It's fine, really. So are you and David excited? Actually, David isn't coming. What? And to think you wanted to marry him. I still kinda do. But it's not possible anymore. Well, that's a shame. Say, are you bringing anything to the potluck? I have this fruitcake. Now we know where the fruitcake is coming. That'll work just fine. Perfect. Ending 3. Okay, there are 3 endings. Unfortunately, I can't replay that part again today. I have to replay the whole game again. Alright, so be right back and let's see the other choices first. Actually, before we check the other things, let's check the other choices first. You okay? No. No, not really. Seems to be always in my life. How I do, he always sees watching me. Alright. Same thing, I think. No. I'm protecting you, but you have to do yours too. Okay. Argue. Wait. No. No, 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 no. Who are you to boss me around? That's not what I... It doesn't matter what you meant. You deserve no opinion on this. But I... Shut up. You didn't even try to say anything when my mother said that, did you? You just sat there and took it, like an absolute... Triple nuts. Well, what happened? They are nails in the tires. What? Okay, place here on purpose. I think at this point I'll just see and let me see if there will be any new dialogues. So I'll be right back. Alright, let's select the other choice first and then we'll check the other choice of like not taking the knife. Stay right where you are. It would be unkind to rummage around the house of someone I don't even know. I'll just wait for them to come back. Hello? Hey, Jenna. Hello? Where's David? Oh. I didn't want to tell you so soon, but he left without you. What? But he would never do that. Yeah, I can't believe it either. You heard that crash last night? That was him trying to live through the window. No, 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 no. He wouldn't, would he? I know you are in shock. Here, I have some fruitcake. Eat some and you'll feel better. Oh. Oh, okay. Triple nuts. Here. Thanks. So, why is your face like that? Oh, I get wide-eyed when out in the cold. Blood rush, am I right? Triple nuts. You know I never got your name. My name? Samuel? It's... Samuel. Yep. Fruitcake with Samuel. Alright, time for the last choice. So, fine, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back at this section, and this time, we'll just not take the knife. Don't get the knife this time. Found you. Alright. Alright, time to die. You're mine now. Ending to Fruitcake in the Snow. And that's about it. Fruitcake by the Fire. It's a straightforward one. I guess I like the art. That's one thing I would say. Straightforward, alright. I would just say levels. So I think they have been on the jail for a while, for a long time now. They only come back recently, I think. That's from one thing I'm reading. Still, I guess it really is about the fruitcake. So, yeah. So I'll give it a thumbs up at least. Right now, let's proceed to our last game at this point. Funny enough, I have not mentioned because both of these last two games are a very hallmark 2025, something like that. You'll see it on the description, anyways. For now, let's proceed to our last game and time for some completely different one and a wholesome one. So, be right back. And time for our last RPG maker to tackle, which is Ticket to Heart. Uh, by meltynana. I know, I don't need to like. You'll see the dev anyway. Sorry, I don't need to like, you know. This is like the other Hallmark game, and I guess it's a short VN made in RPG Maker, where it's about like reconnecting or reuniting with a long lost friend. I guess that's all I can say about it. Kind of like the other last game, this has like two endings. That's one thing I will say about it. So yeah. Unfortunately, there's no volume option, so I have to like lower the audio further. And I still probably need to lower further because like, a little bit. Without further ado, let's start the game. Okay. A long time ago, I was friends with this boy, Mark. Me, my best friend. Jesus, it's still so loud, right? I think. I wish there's like volume slider. Unfortunately, there is none. Like, I really need to readjust this. We were the best of friends, inseparable. He lived down the street from me, went to the same school, and we bonded in class. Our classmates wondered why a quiet girl like me would stick to a rambunctious boy like him. They didn't see that deep down, he was a sweet and sensitive person. And he liked the same things as I did. The same shows, the same books. Eventually, even our parents became friends. After all, they were bumping into each other all the time because of us. It went this way for years. We were inseparable. However, one Christmas Eve, his mother gripped the boy's hand behind her. I'd never seen her so tense before. Both of them looked as though they had just finished crying. Very curt with her words, she said, "I am leaving this town tonight. I am taking Mark with me." My mom tried to get an explanation from her and convince her to stay. It was cruel to uproot Mark's life so suddenly on a day like this. But Mark's mom shut down and spoke no more. I'm not like making sure. I think it's still kind of loud. Shut down and spoke no more. It looked like Mark's words were threatened to slip from his tongue. He cast his gaze away from me. And then, just like that, they were gone. A few years went by. Every time I thought about Mark, I was heartbroken. On Christmas Eve of '92, when I had entered high school, I received a letter. The envelope was plain, affixed with a stamp. Mark addressed the letter to me. I ripped open the envelope, and a piece of my favorite candy fell on my lap. Inside a handwritten letter. He held this letter reached me that I hadn't moved away from the address he sent this letter to. And so we became pen pals, if you would even call it that. We sent each other small trinkets and gifts for holidays and birthdays. We caught up with each other's lives, sent silly jokes. This lasted for years, and I saved every letter. And when we became adults, on one particular Christmas Eve, we planned to meet again at Miss Fair. Alright, I tucked Mark's letter into my pocket. It had guided me here. The rest was up to me. Just gonna save here anyways. In case. Okay. That's up to me. Blustering wind whistled in my ear. Ice and snow pelted my face. I stood in a rushing, unpredictable crowd, lost in a station I had never stepped in before. The festive music that barely cut through the storm didn't make the hurried panic around me anymore. Alright. It didn't help that in my rush, I forgot my breakfast and water bottle on the bus ride over. So I was becoming overwhelmed with all the surrounding movement. Everyone was trying to get someone or somewhere important on this day, and that included me. Track 1. Is this track 1? Is that the train I should take? I clutched an important letter. Clutched an important letter in my hands, unstamped but still addressed to Mark. My feelings were within this envelope. A clock tolled and a bell chimed. Okay, I have to find my train. I'm going to be in so much trouble if I don't get on it. I weave into the crowd, trying to find a conductor or station staff member. Anyone to guide me to the correct train. Excuse me, can you help me? The older man I approached, who wheeled a bulky suitcase through the piling snow, ignored me. I'm sorry. Is that the train to Miss Ophir? The elegant woman, without raising her head from her magazine, rolled her eyes at me and went on her way. At this rate, a bump on my shoulder jolted me on it. Well, I stumbled forward. I stumbled forward. My knees went straight down into the snow. At least my letter didn't get wet. Sorry. Are you alright? The dark-haired man grabbed my arm and pulled me off the ice slush. In doing so, my letter slid from my grasp. The envelope flew into the air, carrying by the freezing gusts. My arm swung into the sky, but I couldn't reach that special item. And just like that, the wind took it away from me. My letters, my true feelings, gone. It made me lose something important. By the time I turned around, the man had already left. It separated to the crowd. Tears felt like they were freezing at the edges of my eyes. There was no time to chase it. I'll just have to write it again. Final boarding call for a Yeti train 1224 departing to Miss Ophir. Final boarding call. But wait. I ran toward the source of the announcement. A train waiting on a track near me. Thankfully, I had not lost my train ticket in the collision, and I showed it to the conductor waiting outside. They ushered me into the heated and ornately decorated interior cabins. Sweet and floral scents filled my lungs, warming my freezing body. My boots rested on top of a plush rug. Velvet curtains hung from hangers above lighted windows, and the rows of cushioned seats followed the edges of the car. People of all ages had settled already, watching the snow fall onto the station. The cabin presented a beautiful sight, and my seat was elsewhere. Continue walking through the train, passing cabin after cabin. Whimsical decorations and craftsmanship surrounded me, and I became increasingly envious of those who could afford such luxurious could afford such luxurious seats. Right? In one cabin was a concierge service offering warm drinks, snacks, and other last-minute holiday themed gifts and cards for guests. I ended up buying a single overpriced envelope set. With that luck, they had one on board. Otherwise, I would have been in big trouble. Okay, it's still loud. Unfortunately, I have to lower this further. I would have been in big trouble. Finally, I reached the end of the train. This train car didn't smell as sweet or comforting as the previous cars. A sharp but clean smell stung my nostrils, strong enough that I needed a second to regain my focus. Cleaning agents and musty rags. Turns out my seat lived right by the maintenance and janitorial closets, separated only by a flimsy curtain. There was not even a weird window nearby. Only a dim yellow light above illuminated the area. It was the cheapest ticket available, and even that was a hefty price. I pulled the curtain in. Uh-huh. What? It's you. It's that girl that fell in the snow. Why are you here? I already said sorry for bumping into you. What are you doing in my seat? The man with the tired eyes sat in a wooden seat, a bit too small for him. It looked like it could barely even fit. And he had made himself very comfortable in it. He rested his head against the wooden wall behind him. I think you're confused. This is my seat. No, it's not. No way. I pulled out my ticket, looking it over before shoving it in his direction. See, it says Cabin B, Seat A. What? That's not possible. Cabin R. He pulled his ticket out of his breast pocket and pointed at the seat. Cabin R, Seat A. The same seat for the same train. At the same departure time. He sighed. You think they made a mistake? It might be possible. There's no way they should have been able to double hook us in. See? Especially this one. Well, this is a predicament. I bought this at the ticket counter. Your ticket is fake. That's my seat. You're not the only one who bought it there. Besides, I was here first. I'm sorry. You got to find another seat. I can't. The train is full. Well, the train jolted forward, setting me flying forward into the man who had stolen my seat. The train moved with incredible force, and I find myself unable to feel my body rumbles. Well, classic anime moment here. Whoa, what are you doing? A festive chime played over the intercom from beyond the curtain. Train now departing for Misselfield. Estimated arrival 4 p.m. Snow accumulating on the tracks could cause our cars to rock. Please fasten your seatbelts when seated. For your convenience, beverages and food items are available at Cabin C. We hope you have a wonderful holiday, and thank you for choosing Yeti Tree. Hey, get off me. Get off me. I'm trying. It's your fault, if you would just let me sit. The train continued to rumble forward. I struggled to maintain my footing. Come here. The man wrapped a large hand around my shoulders. and pulled me into the minimal space next to him. It was really cramped, not enough room for two. I'm not in the mood to see a random girl. To see a random girl's head crack open in front of me on Christmas Eve, so just sit here. But you like that, so just for something else. It's the best we can do until the ride settles down. Yeah, we can find some help. The space is too tight for all of us. One of us needs to stand up. Huh? Or better yet, we can take our turns. Or wait. You can sit on the floor and let me sit here. Me on the floor. Do you take me for a dog or something? He laughed. My heart skipped a little. No. It might just be me here. The danger is in standing and being thrown around after all. Fine. You can keep that seat. Otherwise, I'd hear you negotiating with me all right. The disgruntled man climbed to his feet and staggered to the opposite wall. He squatted down but abruptly stopped and shook his head. He rose, crossed his arms, and rested against the wall with his leg shoulder width apart for balance. The train shook like a cradle. What happened? Weren't you going to sit? You're wearing a skirt. Yeah, and I squeezed my thighs together and pulled down my skirt. My face grew hot. How embarrassing. I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't trying to. It's alright, really. No, it's definitely not okay. It is, absolutely. I didn't see a thing. Let's change this conversation. He cleared his throat. He cleared his throat. Why are you going to Miss Ophir? Me, some big family reunion. Maybe it was because of my embarrassment. But at that moment, I wanted to lie. Yep, I'm hanging out with my future in-law, my fiance. He's already waiting for me. Oh, I see. That sounds messy, huh? Then you're not her. That guy couldn't even go to pick you up at that station. You should dump him. Oh, what? No. I wanted to go. I just didn't want to give him trouble. It's a long ride. There and back, just to pick me up. The dark-haired man sighed and looked at his feet. He touched his hair and ran his fingers through his bangs. That exact mannerism. I know that was something Mark used to do when he was nervous. But no. This man is not Mark, I'm sure of it. Well, that's what I did. I was trying to find someone at that station when I bumped into you. But I couldn't find them in time. But our destination is the same. So I will just have to wait at Miss Ophir and hope I can spot them. They might be on this train somewhere anyway. But what if that was him? But what if both of you change? So you're also meeting someone important at Miss Ophir. That's sweet. It is a charming place, isn't it? The perfect, idyllic little Christmas village. Yeah, I've been wanting to go for a long time, but I couldn't even ever go but I couldn't ever go until now. Me either. I imagine most of this train think the same. The car rattled on the tracks, and the light above flickered. At that moment, I crave a window to view the wintry landscape and to receive some fresh air. This claustrophobic seating arrangement was making me lightheaded. I dropped my head into my hands and looked down at the man's shoes. I wonder if Mark is already at Miss Ophir. Did he have an AC ride? Did he get to see the snow on his way there? I wonder what he would think if he knew I was almost a stowaway, riding the storm out by some closets. Going to be a long ride, huh? Yes. I'm going to be in here for a few hours. I'm going to buy a snack. I haven't eaten all day. You can sit now. I trembled to my feet. My body became numb and my vision failed. Seriously, not now. Hey, are you okay? My foot, my foot moved forward on its own, hitting the floor with a heavy clunk. My head felt like a giant bowling ball. What a terrible thing. Relatable moment and feeling. And that happens. Whoa. Sit down. I lost my strength for a second and collapsed into the man's arms. He lowered me onto the chair. My head limp over his shoulder. I felt him tugging at my bootlaces. Hey, alright. Put your head down, raise your legs, and put your head down, raise your legs. Put your feet on my knees. Blood. Your blood has to get to your head. I nodded. A powdery, clean scent cascaded over my nose. His hair. It smells nice. Familiar. Calm. Okay, just like that. Give it some time. Yes, this happens to me from time to time. Don't talk. Just close your eyes. Let your body recover. I will. How? How do you know what to do? My senses crept back to me. The brief faint depleted all my energy. I know someone who got these fainting spells. Just like this. He inhaled sharply, raising his shoulders and lowering them just as fast. A warm hand patted the top of my back. She used to get them a lot. So I've got experience dealing with this. I'm feeling better now, and I should close my eyes. Looks like I'm going to have to keep using this seat after all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just make yourself comfortable. Also, like, thank you. Ready? I lifted my head. The ruffle called against my cheek as I leaned. The chill wasn't unbearable. My heartbeat's reading soon, and I finally dozed off. A fluttering warm sensation surrounds my floating body, somewhere safe and cozy, away from the storm. Memories of Mark flooded my mind. Happy ones, sad ones, angry ones, boring ones. Moments when he stood up for me again. He stood up for me at school. Moments I provided support and encouragement to him. Moments we celebrated together. Lines from our exchange letters face into my mind. I really appreciate the birthday gift you sent. You know, someone sang happy birthday to me at work. I had I have no idea what to do with my hands. The guy next to me on the bus on the bus fell asleep on my shoulder and drew on my jacket today. I'm venting I'm venting to you so don't lose it. A stranger waved at me on my way home today. I waved back. Turns out they were waving at someone behind me. Would you have laughed at me? I could finally move away from my mother. It was so incredibly hard to cut her off. But you gave me the courage to do so. Thank you. I told myself I wouldn't overthink writing to you. Naturally, I wrote 3 drafts. Why? You're just Emmy. Always Em. Still can't believe it. This is happening. That I am going to miss Ophelia. That I will meet Mark again. But what if you already did? That's right. I lost my letter during the storm. I have to write again. He needs to understand my truth. He needs to understand my true thoughts. Wake up, Emmy. I snap awake. The train continued on the tracks, like a hammock, shaking side to side. I yelled. How long was I sleeping for? The tall man who helped me, he was gone. Maybe he finally went and found a different seat. Perhaps an attendant came and fixed the mistake while I was napping. I can't help but feel lonely now in this space. I wish I could have thanked him again while I was there. While I was all there. With the extra space and legroom, I pulled the letter set from my pocket and began writing my letter. Dear Mark. Dear Chad. Dear Mark. Oh god, I should have saved you. Oh no. Oh fuck, I have to replay this shit again. Okay, first I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. There has been so much I wanted to talk about. So many things happened. Before that, oh god. Why is it? It's a little buggy, what I will say. Sometimes it will not select the other one. Before that, I wanted to take this chance to speak to you about something important. I know now that I'm in love with you after all this time. It's silly, isn't it? Silly, isn't it? Falling in love through handwritten letters. I can't wait to make up for all the time we have lost. Sincerely, Emmy. I guess I could also do the other one. There. That's my letter. It might not be the same thing I wrote same thing I wrote in the one I lost, not as long, but I think this still works. I folded the decorated paper in thirds and slid it into the envelope. On the front of it, I wrote his name to Mark. Oh, you're awake. How are you feeling? I jump in my seat. I jump in my seat and hid the letter under my mittens. The man shuffled through the curtain. He raised an eyebrow. Ah, you're back. I'm feeling better. Thank you. You saved me from a big fail. From a big fall. Don't mention it. He leaned against the wall opposite. the wall opposite me and folded his hands over his chest. He sighed. What were you doing out there? If you don't mind me asking. I thought you had left and found another seat. Oh, no way. It's packed out there. You were still sleeping, so I went to get a snack for you and took that chance to watch the snowscape outside. Okay. But that didn't thrill the people I peered over. Alright. He handed me a granola bar from his pocket. Chocolate chip with marshmallows, my favorite. This is... You didn't have to. The dark-haired man shrugged. You're not too far from Miss Alpier now. I talked to an attendant. We're 20 minutes away. No more sharing this small, unpleasant place. I squeeze the envelope in my hands. My stomach feels like it has nutted itself. That means soon. What's that you have there? Oh. I just rewrote the letter I lost in the storm for the person I am meeting today. Oh, a love letter. No, nothing like that. Or maybe. Ooh, let me see. The man approached and looked over at my hands. He left for just a second and stopped. I knew it. What happened? Are you okay? The man shot backward into the wall. I starting between my face and the letter in my hand. I'm fine. Your face, it's all red. Are you feverish? You should sit. No, you keep the seat. I'm okay standing. No, I've sat long enough. My body hurts from sitting so long. I reached toward him. And there you go. Emmy, it's alright. It's alright, really. His head's back over his mouth. It sounded like it hurt. Those words reverberated off the wooden walls, feeling the ever-tensing air between us. Sudden shock filled my heart as the man stared back, eyes soft but fearful. What? How? Do you know my name? Tribulat. How long did we watch each other in silence? I studied everything about the dark-haired man. His posture, his eyes, his hair. I can't believe I didn't notice. You can sit next to me here, Mark. I'm sure there's enough space. Yes, of course. Thank you. We came into the small space, but this time it was different. Where his body touched mine, it sparked. His scent, once unassuming, was now overwhelming. And my fingers would not stop trembling. Yep. Again, we sat in silence. Tiny squeaks heads, stifled sighs, bit at our throats. We had so much to say each other, but now... We spoke at the same time. I'm sorry for earlier. Oh no, you did nothing wrong. I was being a jerk. You were a bit of a jerk, now that I think about it. Hey, how could I recognize you? You're way taller now. Your hair is longer. And you've got that big red hat. Big red hat on your head. Your nose used to be too big for your silly face, and now you've grown into all your features. Well, your hair color is all different. It was light brown the last time we met, and also you grew up a lot. I didn't think you could look so serious and cool. Cool. No way. I mean, it has been over 10 years since we last met like this. We were in middle school when my family left. I fidgeted with the envelope in my hands. Memories of our sudden separation flooded my mind. It made my hands clammy and my heart cold. About that. That was a terrible moment. I chickened out and didn't speak up. I regretted my actions that night for every day of my life until now. Oh, but we were both just kids. There's not much either of us could have done. Yeah. But I could have at least told you then, before I was taken from you, that well, it's in the past now. Of course. We remain best friends after all. Mark leaned into me. My heart might jump from its cage into my throat. Turns out we were next to each other on this ride the whole time. What a lucky coincidence. Of course something like this would happen to us. Not realizing. You know, the obvious anime signs. You're right. Mark unzipped his jacket and pulled out a blue decorated envelope from an interior breast pocket. At the center, my name written in black ink. You're not the only one who has a delivery to make. When we get to Miss Ophir, I'm giving you this letter. Now you know this. Now you know this one is for you. This one is for you. Oh yes, the message that may or may not be a love letter. I don't know what you're talking about. We both laughed. For the rest of the ride, we talk about whatever came to mind. The storm, books, our families, the train itself, anything. The train ride itself had not changed from its course. But now I was nervous, and I think he was too. Finger shaking, stuttering words, knee and shoulder bumps, all with different meanings. The train soon rolled to a stop. The intercoms sputtered back to life. We have now arrived at Miss Ophir. Please ensure you have all your belongings. On behalf of our team at Yeti Trains, we wish you happy holidays and hope you will ride with us again soon. We glanced at each other. I tightened my scarf and adjusted my mittens. The journey's over then, huh? Yeah, let's get out of here. Sure. But I wouldn't mind if the trip took more time. Now that you mention it, me either. We made our way to the front of the train, crossing the fancy cabins, passing the concierge with snacks, all up to the first passenger car. You know, we've been riding a lot of trains lately. Through the exit, we went and landed in fresh, pillowy snow. Speaking about that though, that dev, like this IATA station, will have another game soon as well, which is about like metaing a little bit. Through the exit, we went and landed in fresh, pillowy snow. But again, I still need to tackle Sayata Station. Pillowy snow. There it was, Miss Ophir. Miss Ophir, where we vowed we would meet. You look exactly like the photos in the magazines. Snow piled on the roofs of the village style houses. Stone cobbled roads erupted from the station, and in the distance at the center of the town was a giant Christmas tree, our designated meeting spot. Wow, this is it, huh? Oh, I'm so anxious now. Why am I so anxious? Am I so anxious? It's just you. I know, me too. Come on, let's get this exchange over with. So we can have some fun and explore the town. Yeah, I would like that. We followed the stone road up into the town center. A marvelous sight. Wreaths hung from lampposts, colorful garlands stretched over iron fences, and of course, a giant Christmas tree sat at the center. People were in awe of the decorations and did not seem to notice us approaching the tree. Man, I hope Collective Unconscious will have a Christmas update. Every step closer, blood rushed harder through my ears. I didn't even want to look at Mark. If I did, I would collapse right then and here. Right then and there. At its base, we turned to each other. I forced myself to meet his gaze. I cleared my throat. I have this letter for you. I always wanted to give you one, in person. It held something special inside. I also have a letter for you. I know we didn't discuss exchanging letters like this beforehand, but it seems like we had the same idea. What is written inside is also very important. I hope you will understand my words. Should we trade? We can read them at the same time. Yeah, I guess that would be for the better, wouldn't it? I squeezed my envelope tight in my fingers. What could he have written for me? Here are my feelings, which I hope he accepts. Dribble nuts. A blustering gust ripped my letter from my hand once again. I screamed. No. No. Not again, please. My letter crept toward the sky and dipped faster than the falling snow. This time it wasn't the wind that was going to take my feelings for him away. At this rate, it would submerge into slush. I turned on my heel, but behind me, Mark lunged without a second thought. He pushed his letter into my hands and continued past me. He dodged a couple holding copper, sighted my lamppost, and leaped over a low string of lights. The green envelope descends fast toward the melting snowbank. He lowered his body and slid on the ice. Mark! With his fingers played in arms race, he cut the envelope just as it was about to hit the palm. My body moved with its own, jumping excited and relief. Mark inspected the envelope. Then he got up, brushing the snow and slush from his clothes. He jogged back to me. His face was pink, and a cloud of air popped from his cheeks. I figured I might want to read this. You didn't have to die for it. What if you got hurt? With each laugh, the adrenaline and fear dissipated from my body. Mark brushed the envelope and smiled at it. I know, but I wasn't letting your words get away. In my hands was Mark's envelope, now crumpled from the event. I tried to flatten the wrinkles and could feel tears welling up in my eyes. Mark's feelings. I think we should open these letters before anything else happens to them. Yeah, right. Are you ready? He exhaled and nodded. I nodded back. We opened the letters together. Little snowman decorated the borders of the letter, and scribbled writing filled the lines. His handwriting wasn't the prettiest, but I could tell he put in effort this time. I started reading Mark's letter. Dear Emmy, I've rehearsed this moment 100 times in my head, and I know I'll forget every word the second I see you. I'll get awkward or second guess myself, or pretend I'm calmer than I am. So here's my truth, without me getting in my way. Your letters has been the best part of my life for a long time. I acted like it was nothing, even though it was a huge deal to me. You made ordinary days feel alive, hard days lighter. I felt understood by you in ways I didn't anticipate. I check my mailbox every day, hoping your message for me arrived. I'm nervous about meeting you. Not because I think it will go badly, but because I want to go well more than I should admit. I keep imagining talking to you without a page between us and hoping it feels just as natural as it had before. When we meet, I hope we can stay close, not rush, not anything too big. Just close enough that I don't have to hide how much your words have meant to me. Whatever comes next, I'm grateful for you. And I'm glad today is finally here. Yours, Mark. Triple dots. Triple dots. We watch each other still. Snow clung to my eyelashes, so heavy. I brushed my eyes with my mittens. Was I crying? I brought Mark's letter to my heart and smiled. I understand your words fully. I'm glad. Your feelings. Mark puts my letter in his pocket and sighs. The moment felt to last an eternity. The distance between us is infinite. We hesitated. Snow continued to dust over us, and the breeze picked up. Happy chatter around us seemed to drown out around us. Mark opened his arms just enough to be considered an invitation. Relief washed over me. My anxieties about his thoughts of me melted away. I stepped into his arms, wrapping mine around his large chest. His chin nestled onto my head. He exhaled as though he had been holding that breath in forever. This hug. It was warm, just right. That's right. My heart soared with all these overwhelming feelings in my chest. I couldn't help but laugh. I can't believe it, that you like me. That you're in my arms right now. Mark, you dummy. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have made this trip to come meet you here. But I'm so happy you feel the same way about me. My fingers unfurled from his jacket, and I tried to take a step back, but he only pulled me closer. I know we both want to do something. We both want to do some sightseeing around the town, but can we stay like this just a little longer? Yes, I just don't mind. You don't know how long I have wanted this. How long I needed this one from you? I could only nod into his chest. Me too. And took a moment to compose ourselves. We should keep moving. There's so much to see. Like meet up with that fiancé of yours. You know, that was just. You're so bad at lying. He laughed wholeheartedly. About this place, though, I'm sure there's nothing as pretty as you in this town to see. Stop it. We came here all this way. Let's explore and maybe get something nice to eat. Alright, that sounds good. Whatever you want to eat, I'll pay. Okay, let's find the most expensive steakhouse. Maybe there's some popular delicacy that could only be found here that we should totally wait in line for ours for. But whatever you want. I'm only joking. Hand in hand, as we skip out of the town square, I realized the snow didn't feel cold anymore. Not with him beside me. Oops, that's so cute. Alright, I'm not sure if there will be another ending here, but it's just like two endings. Right? Unfortunately, I fucked up my previous save, so I didn't save like the other thing, but unfortunately, I'll be right back just to make sure. Alright, we're back here. Dear Mark. I want to say I can't believe we ever reunited. There's so many things I want to do with you. So many things we didn't get to do. Let me just say how I feel, okay? I love you so much. There. I said it. Can't you believe it? Can you believe it? Maybe you could tell all this time. Was it obvious? Now let's go have some fun together. Yours, M. A letter, okay. Alright, so here I'll be right back. Let me also see if there will be any new dialogues. Alright, we'll start here again, by the way. The game just crashed. As soon as I was going to continue. Awesome. Be right back again. Alright. If the game crashes again, I swear. It crashed when I tried to continue. So here we are again at this part. I have this letter for you. I always wanted to give you one in person. It holds something special inside. Okay. I don't need to read it again. Just skimming a little bit. Alright. Feelings which I hope he accepts. Alright. But there are two endings, supposedly. Okay. Okay, same thing. Alright. Together. Same thing. So I go, well, more than I should admit. Page between us, no big deal, stand before. Can stay close, not rush to anything too big. Here comes six, I'm grateful for you. Glad today is finally here. You're smart. Let's. We watch each other still. The snow clung to my eyelashes, so heavy. I brushed my eyes with it. Was I crying? I brought Mark's letter to my heart and smiled. I understand your words fully. I'm glad. Your feelings. Mark puts my letter in his pocket and sighs. The moment felt to last an eternity. The distance between us is infinite. Is it the same thing? My heart raced as I took a clumsy step toward him. I didn't think I'd ever get to hear you say those things. Not to me. Snowflakes caught in his hair, reflecting the glimmering tree lights. I took another small step toward him. Mark released a tiny laugh and closed the gap. He pulled my hands into his and placed his forehead on. The heat was nearly unbearable. Triple nuts. I would like to kiss you now. Can I? Okay. I nodded. Yeah. Mark leaned in and kissed me. A very gentle and warm kiss. Nothing dramatic. It simply felt right. My chest felt like it might burst. We pulled away just enough and beamed at each other. He stroked my cheek and threaded his fingers through my hair. I wanted to do that from the moment I realized it was you. You should have just told me sooner who you were. Once I figured out who you were, I wanted to keep it a surprise that it was me, but that backfired. Of course you did. Mark embraced me tightly and chuckled. I can't believe it. I got to kiss you, finally. And they finally kissed. There we go. Not too loud. And be ready. It's not the only one I'm going to give you today. Hey, well, I don't mind. So here we go again. Probably different now. We took a moment to compose ourselves. We should keep moving. There's so much to see. Like meet up with that fiancé of yours. No, that was just... You're so bad at lying. Okay, see, it's still the same thing. He'll laugh wholeheartedly. How about this place, though? I'm sure there's nothing as pretty as you in this town to see. Stop it. Stop it. We came here all this way. Let's explore and maybe get something nice to eat. Okay, same thing. For everyone, I'll pay. Buy the most expensive steakhouse. Most popular hamburger. Maybe there's some popular delicacy that could only be found here. We should totally wait in line for ours for. Whatever you want. Only joking. Hand in hand, as we escaped out of the sound square, I realized the snow didn't feel colder. Not with him beside me. And that's our last thing. So I don't think I need to worry on the music though, considering it's Nova Syndrome. Man. So I guess that's it for 3 RPG Maker games. Overall, this one is like the best, but for like the scarier, spooky side, or like the darker side, I think that will go for False Dichotomy. I would still say like the second game has like charming arts at least. This one, well, one thing I would say, Himawarians play this game. And to be honest as well, this also reminds me of their style as well, to be honest, of their art, like Himawarians. Who knows, I might revisit Dolcio for later on. But that'll be for another time. And as well, I would say this already. The other game that I will revisit is Halloween. It will be 2-year anniversary this year. It will be reposted when I post. It will be posted when I first uploaded the video, and this will have all the endings again in one go. It will not be a speed run. That will be for another time. So for now, what do I think of this game? So aside from like the side talk, really good. I would still say. Probably the most heartwarming one I played so far. And it's a really cool game. Really cool visual novel. Fortunately, like the game crashed once, but that can happen from time to time. I don't know why it crashed though. Funny enough, that never happened onto any other RMC game. That's all I could say. Still, it's pretty cool. So that's it for all of the games I tackled so far. Also, music choices is also pretty good, and art is pretty cute. Who knows, I might do a fan art of like every single winter game I have played this year. There's also Where's Juniper and To Where Winter Goes. I don't remember the full title. Anyway, that's it for Ticket to Heart. I hope, and that's all for the 3 games. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later on. I might record as well Zato by tomorrow morning, of course, 12 a.m. 12 or 1 a.m. For now, actually, probably after I eat my 1 a.m. breakfast. So for the meantime, I'll take a break and see you later. Bye bye, and may stars guide you.